Hi guys, Deluded Gooner. Now I can take defeats. I mean, when I say that, of course I don't like to lose, but football's not like that. Unless you're the Invincibles like we had, you lose football matches. Sometimes someone's better than you. Sometimes the ref goes against you. Sometimes you're just not at it, and it happens. The problem is with Arsenal, of course, for years that we've known about the handbook to play Arsenal. Put crosses in, stay compact defensively, let us build false confidence. All of them sort of things. We know you do that against Arsenal, rough us up. We know you do that against Arsenal, you basically won the match. This year, that has been what's happened. I mean, like I said, I can take defeat. Chelsea hurt, but of course, because we lost to our rivals, but we'll take that. The Liverpool one stung a bit. The Everton was a joke. City away hurt, but the ones that have hurt me the most is West Brom and Crystal Palace. It's not because of that they're not big clubs. It's because, like we keep hearing, you're not ready, you're not ready. They were more switched on than us, this and that. When are you ever going to be switched on? Because I'm pretty sure you lot are still watching tapes of back in 2016 when you lot won that 3-0 against Chelsea at the Emirates. The game isn't based on sympathy. What you did yesterday doesn't pay today's rent. Like it's ridiculous. The ones that, like I said before, I got off the point there, the West Brom and the Palace ones, because Palace literally from start to finish were better than us. Like, they're fighting relegation, fair enough, they're gonna be up for it, but we're fighting for our own sort of relegation out of the top four. Like, we need to fight as well. How can you not be hungry? If they won, fair enough, we shouldn't be losing a game like that. But for to be battered for hunger by players that none of their players, probably apart from Zaha, maybe Townsend, but I don't think Townsend's anything, but maybe Townsend and maybe Benteke, a few, and Saka because he's playing alright, could be at any other club. But they had heart, they had fight. We even let Burnley, both games when we played Burnley, away we got lucky. Fair enough, Burnley make everybody work for the points, and we did have chances. At home, we did get lucky. Like, everybody fancies us. Like, what is going on? To hear Palace want it more, to hear their players saying they want it more, to hear certain chants of they want Wenger to stay and things like that. West Bromwich Albion were being balled off the park. We made that Jakob guy look like Mascherano in his prime. Like, they're doing Olays and stuff. Like, these teams are meant to fear clubs. Like, don't get me wrong, no one fears anyone in the Prem, but these are the teams that should think, oh yeah, man, if we just do the basics and we clear our lines and this and that, we get something out of the game. No, they're thinking, yeah, we can smack Arsenal. Like, as Palace showed, like, yeah, we can actually smack Arsenal. Who cares about these guys? These guys are pretenders, and it is true, and it hurts. Like, we need 11. Like I said in my other video, I'm prepared to just go back in time because I can't take this. I'm prepared to be a lesser side. As long as we have 11 players that are going to be there, they can clearly show enthusiasm, and the board tell us where we want to go. Like, having watched the Palace game again, it was ridiculous. It's schoolboy defending. They say they want to improve and this and that, and they watch games. You don't watch games. As I keep saying, the mistake made more at once is a choice. How can Mustafi, honestly, how can you say you're watching your games and you're making the identical mistake? You're not a bad player. I think you're a very good centre back. You just need to stop getting tight, especially in the Prem. How many times have you done it? Like, not just him. The first goal, what kind of nonsense? 6 players are ball watching and being gravitated to the ball, not following players, or not having any awareness of when men off the ball. Again, we're too busy holding this imaginary line. Townsend not being followed. He managed to eventually put it in. You see the nonsense and the cheap mistakes you can't do if you want to win. The second goal comes from a throw in. 2 of our players miscommunication, going for the same header. Both miss it. Ramsey has a chance to tackle, half-hearted tackle, has it, just nonsense. Fullbacks, everybody prevents the tackle and just doesn't be silly. Like, just Ramsey, what were you doing there? But yeah, almost got off topic there. But yeah, Ramsey failed to make a tackle. Eventually, it falls to whoever it falls to, out wide. Ramsey is the nearest person to Kobay. You have to get there. Stop his cheap mistakes. Too many players are being too happy doing their jobs and not doing everyone else's. You have to get there. It's just like against West Brom. You had to get there for the corner, not just you. Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. I mean, I'm not just going to dig you out for the goal, because where were Mustafi and Gabriel? Again, they both left the centre forward. I understand Gabriel because you were scared of Benteke. They both left the forward. Bellerin has to mark him. Any ball that went into the air, if Kabay didn't pull it in, Benteke is winning that. Why are you going into the left back position? Both of you vacating the space. Who is the leader? Clearly, we're missing Koscielny, but what the hell? It should not matter who plays in defence. Obviously, ability-wise and things like that play a part. but it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't be glaringly obvious. You look at Spurs. If they go and put Vima, he's nothing to write home about. Pochettino, you will not see anything happen there. Obviously, but you get where I'm going. We need to fix the defensive shape. These are cheap errors, and all of this shows the communication, the most basic component of success at the back four is not there. Look at the third goal. Granted, it's a pen, it was a bit harsh, but what is Martinez doing there? If Martinez stays in his goal, Bellerin might win it, he might not, but at worst, the guy gets forced out wide and we get in position. We need to talk, like I keep saying in all my videos, people need to know their job as well as other people's. We're clearly not doing any defensive work. Clearly, it's just passing and sunshine at Arsenal and this imaginary line that's what annoys me. Like, if you're going to zone them up, people need to be switched on. You have to do more than hold a line to defend. Just purely getting in your area doesn't mean anything. Too many players, for whether it's the forwards or the fullbacks or the centre halves and the centre mids, are too happy to just not be held accountable, to have done what clearly they were told the area they had to mark. That's all they want to do, and this is ridiculous, and it cannot continue. Like, stinging defeats on Merseyside both times, stinging defeat at the Bridge. But for me, the West Brom and the other game that I said, like, I'm too angry to even remember it. I'm just yeah. Palace. Just what is going on, people? Like, what is going on with this club? What are we dealing with? Anyways, guys, Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Hopefully we get some sort of defensive shape in the preseason. Hopefully we need a defensive coach. Clearly, like, you cannot build a team from front to back. It needs to be the other way. As I keep giving the example, you can't build a house backwards. Anyways, guys, Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Please subscribe. Please share. Thanks.